My name is Steve McKeegan. I played in the NHL, I coached in the NHL, and I'm going to coach and transform your game. I've coached goaltenders for over 30 years, including people like Ed Belfour, Jeremy Swayman, all the way down to Little Smurfs. I'm going to coach and transform your game with our brand new Future Pro Goaltending Masterclass. This is an elegantly curated document in an easy-to-use format, plus video clip support. Join Future Pro Masterclass, a one-time fee of $99. Sign up today. All right. I came up with no rebound stickers probably 1992, so over 30 years ago. And I came up with those stickers because it's important for you to understand what your actual job is. You may think your job is to stop pucks, but it's not. You'll be very popular with your beer league teammates if you stop a lot of pucks. They'll buy you chicken wings, they'll buy you beer if you stop a lot of pucks. But your actual job is to control the puck. And if you control the puck, you'll drive a Lamborghini, make millions of dollars. You'll be on TV signing autographs. So the first thing we got to understand with rebound control is you need to control it. You need to work on the rebound control priorities. You also need to understand why it's not your defense's job to clear your rebounds. If I had $1 for every parent that said to me, you know what, Steve, they scored on the 4th rebound. I go, well, why are you giving them so many second chances? If you have intense focus on your rebound control in practice and in games, it's going to be awesome for you to move up in hockey. If you think it's other people's job instead of yours, your career is going to be very short. We're going to bring in Abby now. Come on over, Abby. Now, Abby's a spectacular goalie from Northern Ontario. She comes in for training all the time. And today we want to break down it and talk about some rebound control issues. We're going to talk about an L theory that I created probably 3 decades ago to help us visualize where on your body the puck hits dictates what type of rebound control strategy you should use. So let's take a look at the L theory. The L theory is quite basic. There's an invisible line that goes from about your knees, straight up by your blocker shoulder, and then a horizontal line that comes right in here like this. And anything within that L needs to be possessed. Anything that's below that L needs to go to the appropriate corner. So when somebody shoots the puck at you, if it's up into your breadbasket or in that L, you got to possess it. And that could be a gut trap. That could be a Kippersoft catch where you bring your glove over and catch it like a first baseman. That has to happen. If it's below the L, we push it over here with our stick. If it's outside here, we put it to the corner with our blocker. So the L theory is a crucial thing for understanding how you need to manage the rebound based on where it's hitting you. So let's talk about rebound control prioritization, which sounds very complicated, but it's not. It's very basic. There's a list of rebounds for the characteristics. It goes from great to poopy diaper. And you want to make sure that you try to get up near the top of these 5 as often as possible. So the best outcome of any shot on net is going to be possession. That's the gut trap, that's the glove cradle, that's the Kippersoft catch where you turn it over. Possession is always going to be the best, and it gets scored a 1. The reason why? You can manage the clock, you can prevent any options in front of the net for guys to score. So the next best rebound, look at her in her stance. As the shot comes in, we want to direct the puck to the corner. So she drops to her butterfly, turns it to the corner, either with a block or a trapper. So rebound control priority number 2 is putting the puck to the corner. And ideally, it should also have some elevation on it. That way it makes it much harder to score. And if you think about a stick rebound, 3 good qualities that are going to make it almost impossible to cash in are going to be good direction, elevation, and keep velocity on the initial shot, so that a guy standing over there like Ovechkin, he's not going to score if the puck's elevated up into his breadbasket and coming in there hot. Now the third one, a little bit hard to understand, but imagine that she's standing over here, she's facing a man, pass comes to the back door, and there's no reactionary time, so she's not going to be able to get possession. She's likely not going to be able to get that to the corners neatly, but she wants to at least keep that puck in front of her if she can't possess it. So if Ovechkin shoots from here in a hard one, and she stops it, as long as she keeps it out in front, he comes in to shoot it again, she's already lined up on it. But make no mistake, I'm not telling you to boot pucks out in front. I'm saying that's number 3. These are getting worse. And there's my line of death. Number 1, possession, 2 to the corners, line of death, and now these ones are bad. And putting them out in front, a square rebound, that's number 3. Same exact scenario for number 4. She's up over here at the top of the crease. Pass goes over to Ovechkin as he's just about to beat Wayne Gretzky's record for most goals in the history of the NHL, and she messes up. She can't get possession, she doesn't get it to the corner, she doesn't get it squarely in front. As that puck hits her, it bounces off her to the side, and that's what you'd call a weak side rebound, number 4, and we know what happens. It goes in the net. Now the 5th one for our classification system is going to be a goal. Now if you take every shot on net in a game and you classify it based on those, you can generate an average for the game. And I've simplified it for you. I've created a free app that you can go to the App Store. It's called Goalie Rebound Tracker, and it can do all this for you. And goalies, when you spend a lot of time in practice, really mindful, really focused, really diligent on understanding your rebound control priorities, it's going to carry over to a game. And the goalies that control the most rebounds are going to be the ones you see on TV. So today, with Abby, we're going to do a ton of work on rebound control. She understands the priorities. She understands how she's going to get to be a star goalie in the PWHL very soon. All right, your season's running down. You either won a championship or maybe not. Maybe you're done early. Maybe you didn't like your season. Are you playing where you want to play? If you want to fix your game, get noticed, play where you want to play, you need to come and train with me this summer. I've got my NHL goalies, I got my OHL goalies, AAA goalies, all training this spring and summer. Come train with me one-on-one and find out what the future pro difference is by training with the GOAT. All right, Chaser's coming off 3 shutouts playing for his Stratford Junior B team, which earned him a call up to Erie in the OHL so they can take a look at him next week. So today, we're going to be preparing him to play at the next level in the OHL. And there's some good teachable moments with that, how you want to adjust your game to prepare to go up to the next level. The simple thing is we don't want to do anything different. We don't want to try hard or do more, but we want to show work ethic. We want to be first on the ice, as we always have been, last off the ice, showing the new coaching staff you're a guy that works on movement before, works on movement after. And if the coach tells you to go to the blue line, he means go to the blue line. So professional habits are going to be key on any team, and particularly when you get called up. But today I wanted to talk about some positional issues that I see with young goaltenders and I see with NHL goalies. And we're going to walk through some of these positional things based on the situation at hand. And that's the biggest thing I think goalies struggle with, is they don't know where to stand depending on the situation. They know generally they should be near the top of the crease for most cases, but there's many situations where you want to adjust your depth, either to be more conservative or more aggressive. And the first one we're going to talk about is holding your ground. All right, so a common situation is a guy's coming in on the angle, the defenseman's got pinched off situations, there's nobody else to pass to, and I start into my shooting motion. A lot of times goalies will drift back as the shot's happening, and they'll sacrifice position by backing up once the guy is clearly shooting. So the first positional thing we want to be aware of is setting your feet when the guy commits to shoot. So if the guy continues in on a breakaway, yes, you're going to back up with him. But as soon as I go to the shooting, your feet stop, you plant your feet, and you stop your retreat. And the simple reason for that is twofold. If you're backing in when he shoots, a lot harder to see, and every inch you back up creates significantly more scoring area, surface area for them to shoot. So that's the first thing. When a guy commits to shoot, you should stop moving, plant your feet, set your head. You can see the puck much better. Now, a secondary thing we talk about with positioning is when we got pucks at not very lucrative angles. A lot of times in a situation like this, a goalie will be either RVH or slightly overlapped. But what happens, they'll adjust their positioning because they're afraid of a back door, so they'll square their chest up to center instead of being square to me, so back up a little bit into the net, and they leave that passing gate right through the blue crease, whereas if they held their ground a little bit more up here, as the guy comes and squared up to me a little bit, it's going to be a lot harder for me to pass through there because they can break that up. So if you watch me, for instance, if that guy's over there, we see a lot of times goalies, instead of being square to that guy when there's a guy in the back door, they'll really collapse down into the reverse or back flat like this, and it creates a massive gate here where guys can pass the puck through to the other side. And goaltenders, these situational, positional tips will help you become a better goalie and play where you're supposed to be, stop more pucks, win more games, and be a big famous goalie upcoming like Chase.